Hello everybody and welcome to Zagreb Digital Nomad Jolly Wrap-Up event. Hello and welcome. We are today in a beautiful Amadria Hotel in Zagreb. Hello to everybody in live here and hello to everybody watching us on our live streams today, and we are broadcasting on many places. So you can see us at our Zagreb Tourist Board YouTube channel, you can see us at Total Croatia News Facebook page and Digital Nomad Association Croatia LinkedIn profile. Hope to join in as much as possible. So once again, thank you all for coming. My name is Eva. I'm the branch manager of Swanky Travel agency in Zagreb, and I'm also one of the hosts for today. We have many great things prepared for you in this 4-day event, but before we do that, I would like to say a couple of words on how this whole thing started. So let's go back, not a long time back, but let's go back 6 months before, and we are starting with our actual first event that we did in June. So it was our first Digital Nomad Week Zagreb. That was for 7 days. Many interesting things happened, and this is our way of wrapping up 2021 and saying hello for 2022, which is going to be super exciting in many fields. All right, so without further ado, I will tell you a couple of things about our 4-day event, which is happening, which I actually started yesterday. So first things first, we had our welcome drinks and a little bit of welcome mingle in Swanky Monkey Garden yesterday. Today we are, as I said, in a beautiful Amadria Hotel in Zagreb doing this jolly wrap-up conference with some keynote speakers, looking all nicely with our hats and everything. So after that, of course, something went wrong. After that, tomorrow, we are in for a full-day trip on a beautiful Zagreb County tour, which we are visiting Medvedgrad Castle, Samobor City, and Jagonic Winery. And last but not least, a full-day event of the most colorful Zagreb race, which is happening on Sunday in front of Vestin, where a lot of good, jolly people dressed up as Santa will run around the streets of Zagreb. All right. Enough about that. Let's start with the program for today. So today we have an hour of live streaming and a conference, and we have some interesting and very important keynote speakers for today. So I would like to welcome and thank all of you for joining me and for agreeing to wear these hats. So first, Petra Maršić-Buljan from Zagreb Tourist Board. Then we have Mr. Michael Freer from Zagreb Digital Nomad Association Croatia. Then we have Mr. Paul Bradbury from Total Croatia News, and Ms. Tanja Polegubic from Saltwater Nomads, who is also in charge for our special guests for today, and those are all the ambassadors. We will hear about it a little bit later. So I would like to start with everybody of Greece with Petra. You're here first.
Hello, everybody. Am I okay? I'm okay, good. Well, dear friends, dear business partners, everyone who are here today and everyone who is watching us via stream, I greet you on behalf of Ms. Martina Binnenfeld, my CEO and Zagreb Tourist Board crew. So I would like to take this opportunity. I'm sorry for reading. I just don't want to miss anybody that I'm going to, because I'm going to do a lot of thanking here. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for this great journey that began in June this year with Zagreb Digital Nomad Week conference, after which the Ambassador program was launched. We also won 2 wonderful awards at Conventa Trade Show in Ljubljana for this project in August. One for an original and bold idea of the project, and the second one for the best gathering, which emphasizes ecological, economic, and social sustainability. Also, we are also proud that based on the opinion of digital nomads around the world, Zagreb has an excellent ranking on the global attractiveness scale on the Nomad List portal. And then the thanking part. Therefore, thank you very much once again, Tanja, Paul, and Eva for being great partners on this project. Also to Nick for being a great sound and video magician. Thank you, Digital Nomad Association, Jan and Michael and Eva Sila, our great tourist guide. Thank also to our great hotels like Canopy, Hilton, Zagreb, where the whole thing started 6 months ago. To Doma Zagreb, which accommodated our ambassadors as a great host, as well to the Hotel Academia, which recognized the importance of our project and hosted our Nomad through December. And this beautiful heritage hotel where we are now, Amadria Park Hotel, capital Zagreb, a great team of Swanky Mint, Eva and Ante, then our partners, co-working spaces and bars such as Hub 385, Biz Kožnica, My Place, Bustan Bar, Cogito, and above all, thank to our ambassadors, Veronica, Rudi, Dean, Andrae, Rax, and Ana Maria, for a great promotion of our city in the world, in the Nomad community also. You were great, and I hope you will come back to us soon. They say this is the most wonderful time of the year. Zagreb is certainly most wonderful at this time of the year. And to all of you who are not here with us physically, we would love to send shots of the beautiful sea at this Advent time. On behalf of Zagreb Tourist Board team, I wish you a peaceful and cheerful holidays and a happy, successful, and above all, healthy New Year. I hope to see you in Zagreb soon, because Zagreb is waiting for you. Until then, enjoy our video.
All right. I hope you like the video. Thank you, Petra, so much. A lot of thank yous today. Of course, a lot of people are included into this whole event. And the second person to tell us a little bit about what he's doing, who is he thanking, is Michael. Michael.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the introduction. Yeah, my name is Michael. I'm the director of the Digital Nomad Association Croatia. Just new in post. I was put into post a month ago, but fortunately for me, I've been part of this story for a lot longer. And yeah, thinking back 6 months ago, a big part of the team that got that initial conference set up and that week in Zagreb was amazing for a few reasons. One, because of the team pushing everything forward. The event itself was just when I think what everyone saw was a top professional event. In the background, we were running around and making it look that way. And being part of that team actually was one of the reasons why I decided to take this role. When Jan and Tanya reached out to say, hey, look, DNA Croatia has been around for a year. Over the past, say, 18 months, we've been working on the digital nomad visa, promoting that, getting that in place to facilitate the rest of the country to start promoting Croatia as a digital nomad destination. That was our initial goal, right? And we've achieved that. Digital Nomad Visa is in place now, and as of January this year, we've started getting more and more people applying for it. What has that led to? Well, that's led to some great events like here in Zagreb, really putting Zagreb on the map, because as you just saw, Zagreb was very well known and celebrated for its Christmas market. But what about Zagreb as a place to go to normally, outside of, say, Advent? When you think of Advent, Christmas market, you pop there for a weekend, right? and they attract certain, say, tourists. But we wanted people to come here as digital nomads to explore Zagreb and the county and to find out exactly why people should move to Zagreb. And thanks to our ambassadors, I think the whole world, because actually the ambassadors represent a completely different demographic and a completely different part of the world, have really been able to show Zagreb for what it is. We mentioned different co-working spaces, right? So back then we were in Hub 385, amazing team supporting us with that event. We work closely with Bizkošnica as well, and then obviously mentioning the other places that have been amazing with hosting the ambassadors, so like Boston Bar, having events there, Swanky Monkey as well, amazing food and drink and hosts there as well as all the other spaces like Westbar. When you think about the amount of bars and restaurants that have actually welcomed digital nomads, especially the ambassadors, the communities really come together here in Zagreb to make that happen. And when we think about the community, if we just look at the lineup here today, we have obviously we have public sector, we have private sector, we have press, and we have companies of all different sizes. And I represent a non-profit organization, and that's what you need. If you want to push forward with an initiative like this, you need to make sure that you have the public, the private, and the civil sector working and pulling in the same direction, because they all bring something different to the room, right? When we think of co-working spaces, you need people actually working there. That's the community that people walk into. And Zagreb definitely has that. And I think every ambassador can say that when they came here, that's what they saw. They saw that community. I asked Steve just before if he could talk about Croatia in 3 ways, because Steve's actually traveled around Croatia more than actually maybe to places many people from Zagreb haven't been to. And one of the words he said was like warm. Yeah, people are very friendly here. And that's one of Croatia's biggest assets. And Zagreb have been able to show this off over the past 6 months with the experiences that the digital nomads have had here. And one of the best things about this whole program is it's been for 6 months. As we know, you can have a big conference and tell everyone about something. You can have social media posts or one social media post and tell everyone about something. But it's all about consistency and persistence. And DNA Croatia is all about that, yeah? I'm sure many of you see Jan's posts on your LinkedIn feed every week. I partly apologize for that, but actually that's needed, yeah? Because we keep reminding people that Croatia is the place to come to. If you're a digital nomad, Petra mentioned Nomad List. I'd like to mention a few things about that. So first of all, yeah, Zagreb appeared there as one of the fastest growing remote working hubs, yeah? Not only that, but Croatia boasts 3 places on there at the moment: Zagreb, Split, and Zadar. The United Kingdom only has London and Edinburgh on there. So we are promoting digital nomads and saying we have more locations than the UK. Zagreb was also number 8 in a global index on communities and places best set up for remote working. Number 8 in the world, yeah? So we're doing something right here, and we need to keep doing this. It can't just stop now. We need to keep reminding people. Digital nomads, they come from all different parts of the world, yeah, all different communities, all different sectors, and we need to make sure that we reach out to all of them, not just the ones that we have already reached out to. So in terms of going on, in terms of moving forward from here in 2022, DNA Croatia is not just focusing on Zagreb and Split, Dubrovnik, yeah. You've seen us a lot more present there over the last year. That's because I live in Split, so does Tanya, not in Split, near Split. We've got representation, people living in Zagreb, and we have a close connection with Dubrovnik. But going forward, we are going to really promote the rest of Croatia and show people places that they can't even pronounce, like Rijeka, Bjelovar, Osijek. Yeah, think of a J in English, it's a J, so Osijek, Bjelovar, and Rijeka, as well as other places that have got in touch with us and said, hey, we want to be a digital nomad destination. How do we do that? And then we say, well, let's have a look at these places that are doing so well so far. Let's have a look at Split. Let's have a look at Zagreb. See what they have and see how you can not just copy-paste that, because that doesn't work. Copy-paste doesn't work. You have to own that. You have to put your own print on that to be able to develop it. And DNA Croatia are going to be a big part of that. DNA Croatia, I've traveled over the last month to these places. This is why I can pronounce them now. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I knew how to pronounce them before. I know how to say a year. Yeah. So we've been traveling to these places, meeting amazing communities in each of these places and seeing what they want to do. And now it's about sharing that with the rest of the world. Yeah. And when it comes to Zagreb, I know that Zagreb have been in talks with other cities in Croatia on how to work together, because the whole point of having a digital nomad permit or visa is that digital nomads stay here for a year. Yeah, it's for 12 months at the moment. It's for 12 months. So how do we keep digital nomads here for the whole year? Now, some people will come, say, to the coast in summer, which is stunning, right? But actually, we've all been to Split and Dubrovnik in July and August. It's pretty crowded. Whereas inland, there are places that aren't so crowded and just as stunning. So hey, why not in the summer you head over there instead? In the winter, we have Advent in Zagreb, yeah, and it's award-winning for years in a row, and it's attracted attention from all over Europe. But how many Americans know about that? Yeah, how many Americans know about that? And how many digital nomads know about that? Come and spend a month in a place that is very festive, that does have a community, that has amazing co-working spaces, amazing connectivity, and is set up waiting for you to come. Yeah, you can email Eva and she'll sort everything out for you. She'll connect you with people who know where the best wine bars are, where the best food is, where you can get rakia from, where you can go for a hike, a cycle, everything. Skiing as well soon, right? Skiing's coming up? Hope so. So Zagreb's ready for you, and Croatia will soon be ready for you. DNA Croatia, we've got a few amazing announcements that we're not going to share with you now because they're going to be surprises for 2022. But just follow us on our social media. On our website, we'll post certain things, but definitely follow us on our social media. If you're watching on LinkedIn now, thank you for joining us on here. This is one of our biggest pages, but also check out our Facebook as well at DNA Croatia, because that's where we're a lot more present with, say, the softer stuff. Yeah, the LinkedIn, obviously, it's meant to be more professional, meant to be, and whereas the Facebook and Instagram's a lot more playful. So check us out on there, and we're going to be coming back to Zagreb time and time again. I was here 2 weeks ago, here today, and I'm here next Wednesday as well. So yeah, I keep coming back for one reason or another, because yeah, Zagreb serves a number of things. One, it's an international hub. Two, it's an international city, quite a cosmopolitan city as well. I always mention you can go for Venezuelan food here. That's, for me, that blew my mind when there was a Venezuelan restaurant in Zagreb. But it also serves as a great place when you come to Croatia to stay here for a few months. And then if you want to explore other places, it's easy to get over to Rijeka, down to Split, further to Dubrovnik, over to Osijek. So it serves as that place for you to kind of maybe start your digital nomad journey, or potentially end your digital nomad journey, because then you'll fly out from here afterwards. Now with Ryanair, you can fly to, although let's not talk about where you can fly to, but you can fly into Zagreb with Ryanair and then start your digital nomad journey here. So hope to see you in Zagreb, hope to see you in Croatia if you're watching online. And for everyone here, thank you for being a great part of this story. I see many community members out there. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing. You're great. And be proud of what you've done, yeah? And everyone tells me, when I go to every city in Croatia, they tell me, this is the most beautiful town or most beautiful city in the world. But then they're never proud enough to say why, yeah? So now it's about saying, why is it the most beautiful town in the world? What makes it for you the most beautiful town in the world? Don't ask me, why do I live in Croatia? You should know why I moved to Croatia. Yeah, so share that with others, share that widely, and we'll start getting more and more digital nomads here in Croatia. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael, for this passionate, very enthusiastic speech. I think I speak for all if I say that we all agree with you. So thank you once again.
You told me to be jolly.
Be jolly, be jolly. Hashtag be jolly. All right, so we are continuing. Our next speaker is Mr. Bradbury. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Because Michael spoke for 10 minutes too long, I've only got 30 seconds, so I'll be brief. No, I'm joking. So it's been 18 months since we first had a meeting with the Zagreb Tourist Board, and we pitched an idea of doing something with digital nomads in the city. And from day one, the support has been absolutely astonishing. And this, to me, along with Dubrovnik, have been two great examples of public-private partnership. We've come together with concepts. Tanya from Saltwater Nomads had a great concept for this thing. And really, all the way through, it's been an amazing experience. And the success for me of watching not only 2 awards for the Digital Nomad Week, but to see all the stakeholders coming together. We now have a Facebook group of Digital Nomads Croatia with 8,200 members. And we have managed to link in our ambassador program to that, so they're now hosting the events. We have the Digital Nomad Association Croatia has come together and is now really supporting things. And so everybody now is moving in the same direction. And to me, having watched this thing grow over the last year or so, it's been really, really instructive with these amazing ambassadors we've had. These they're all very different. They all brought something different to the table. And we've learned a lot about Zagreb and how people view Zagreb and what is necessary. And I really want to thank Veronica and Rudy and Dean and Andrea and Rax and Anna Maria and our special ambassador Steve, who's been here. I don't think I've ever met anybody who's in love with a city anywhere in the world like Steve loves Zagreb. And the fact that he's a really talented photographer and videographer as well means that he can put that love into amazing pictures and video and stuff. And so I really want to say thanks to Steve for everything he's done. He's been really, really, really fantastic. I also want to pay special tribute to Adele and Doma Zagreb Park Hotel. When I told him about this project, he said, I want to offer accommodation. And for almost 5 months, he just gave not only great accommodation at Zagreb Park Hotel, but he met every single ambassador when they arrived, took them out, and made them feel really, really welcome. And that was their welcome to Zagreb. So he's done an incredible thing. I'm not sure he's here today, but we have a little gift for him to say thank you, so I'll do that later. And we also have to say thank you not only to Zagreb Tourist Board for everything, but we also have their official mascot, Misho, who sadly can't be here today. But as a gesture of thanks, Petra, if you'd be happy to take this little gift and pass it on to Misho, that would be appreciated.
I believe Misho will be thrilled with this. Thank you. Thank you.
This week in Bali, there was an online conference called Digital Nomad Week, and it was over 2,000 or 3,000 digital nomads virtually around the world were on this conference. And the presence of Croatia at that global conference was astonishing. We had speakers, apart from myself, we had 2 of the Zagreb Digital Nomad Ambassadors, Steve and Dean Kuchel from Israel. We had the president of the Zagreb Digital Nomad Association, Jan de Jong, and all the messages coming out were Croatia is things are happening. And nomads now are looking at Croatia and saying this is a really cool place, it has great lifestyle, and more people are talking about Zagreb. And that the feedback we're getting about Zagreb is it's like an undiscovered hidden gem on the Nomad Trail. And people are coming here and they're being stunned by the nature, by the food, by the welcome, by the great Wi-Fi, by the fact everybody speaks English, by the accessibility with Ryanair. So this is a really, really fantastic destination. And if we can keep this collaboration going, and we can keep that message going, keep telling that story. Jan keeps doing his LinkedIn posts, and people keep blogging about it, and people keep posting. This is going to be a sizable shift because people now will start to come as communities and want to work here. So I see this as a fantastic, fantastic opportunity for Zagreb. I'm very grateful to Tanya and to the Zagreb Tourist Board and to Eva at Swanky and everybody involved in this project. It's been a real privilege to be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul, so much. We are continuing with the last speaker, but definitely not the least, one of the brains behind it all, Tanya.
Thank you. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And also, hello to my mum. I believe she's watching on the live stream in Australia. She wonders what I do for work, and so now she's watching this with these lovely headwear. So yeah, this is what I do. Thankfully, I've had a lot of people go before me and explain to you a lot about why we're here. We're really here to, I think, celebrate and really be jolly and merry that we've all collectively really put in a lot of effort and achieved quite a lot in such a short space of time. So I believe I need to share my screen. So we're going to take a trip down memory lane. Just waiting for StreamYard to... No. Technical support. Thank you, Michael. Oh, yeah, that. Cool. I believe we're on. Thank you, Nick. So as Petra from the Zagreb Tourist Board mentioned, we won 2 significant awards this year, one for the best event in a crossover category, so B2B, B2C. As Paul has mentioned, this is a public-private partnership, and I believe there were 3 main goals with the event. This slide says it all. Jan de Jong, one of the champions of the Digital Nomad visa and the movement in Croatia, one of the first things was getting Croatia on the map. Oh, have we lost the screen? Oh, we're good. Okay. Because I'm looking at that, but I will look at this. To get Croatia on the map and really share the story with the world. There are other more established hubs in Europe, so Croatia really put in a lot of effort, and Zagreb's efforts in particular have stood out. So what we did was we brought together a team of experts over the course of 7 days with 7 themes. And here's another example of companies in Croatia and the Digital Nomad Association coming and supporting everything that was happening and bringing higher profile. So KPMG, Raiffeisen Bank and Croatian Telecom. Obviously we have great Wi-Fi in this country. I think that's a myth that many people aren't aware of. We had over 26 speakers. There's 18 on this slide from our full day conference, and there was a range of digital nomads throughout the week sharing their stories of Zagreb, around Croatia, and a lot of these are actually digital nomads who don't just come once, they keep coming back. And I think Zagreb welcomes digital nomads, says it all. The people really do feel welcomed here and home. I know we've given a shout out to Nick, but obviously with COVID, a lot of events went hybrid, and there's a lot of intense pressure also, as Michael mentioned, a lot of the stuff that's happening in the background to make this work as smoothly. So again, thanks to all the AV, the unsung heroes of many a pandemic event. Also a special shout out, and also the beauty of events like this is the content creation that comes out. So here we have a vlog from Nick here and Eva Silla of Secret Zagreb, who is also world renowned as well. There's quite influential nomad bloggers who mention Eva Silla's tours of Zagreb. So thank you also, Eva, for being a part of Digital Nomad Week and making it so special. So the format itself also was trying to bring extra business to cafes, restaurants, bars. So businesses that were particularly impacted by closures. And so it was a nomadic conference in a way. We would start the morning in a cafe, move to a co-work space. I see we have Biz Košnica here, Hub 385, and plus also following this week, we have some great meetups happening at My Place and Bustan Bar. So the local community have really come together. And of course, Canopy by Hilton, the hotels of Zagreb and Amadria Park, which this beautiful venue we're in today, have really come on board. So multiple members come together for the second point, which I believe is so important and always hashed out, which is community. So we're not just talking about digital nomads coming in, but the local community showing that support and showing how warm and welcoming Zagreb and the rest of Croatia are. Of course, getting the word out has been important. Paul here, you're getting very comfortable in these yellow sofas as you look, this time with a lovely hat. So, sharing this story has been really important, and, we're learning about the ambassadors, their lives before coming to Zagreb, while they're in Zagreb, and hopefully as they keep returning. A lot of familiar faces. We'll see this guy shortly, because I have a very, very jolly thing coming up with our ambassadors. But this is also at Swanky Bunky Garden. So everyone that's come together, perhaps you might have a service that you want to offer. The doors are now open, whether it's through DNA, the Tourist Board, or any of the members who are here today or throughout the week or these last few months in Zagreb, to really start working together. and also it extends beyond the city with the county. I think this is one of the highlights of that week. We went out to Žumberak, to have a really lovely rural experience on a nice dusty road on a Sunday. So it was a wonderful way to cap off the event, and this to me really epitomises what the Zagreb Digital Nomad Week was like. And then I had the great pleasure to head to Ljubljana to pick up, on behalf of everyone here beside me on this panel, behind the cameras, screens, watching, and in this room, our awards for Zagreb Digital Nomad Week and the Ambassador Project. So we'll see you again in 2022 for hopefully another Zagreb Digital Nomad Week instalment. And now, oh yes, thank you. And now we are going to be crossing across the globe. I don't even know where everyone is. That's the thing with nomads. You never know where they might be, particularly Dean. Nick, do we have everyone online? Can we get someone on screen here? Oh, hello. We have Veronica. And we have Rudy. Okay, so hopefully you've all read some of their interviews and experiences on Total Croatia News, so you might already be familiar with some of our ambassadors, but for the purposes of this conference, we would like to have a rapid fire round with you guys. So Veronica and Rudy, are you ready?
Hey, Tanya. Yeah, ready to go. Excited to be here.
I'm ready.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to be asking you each a question, and you have to answer as quickly as possible. So the same question applies to both of you. I'll start with Veronica, who is our July ambassador, and move on to Rudy, who is our August ambassador, with his lovely girlfriend, Victoria, who I believe is with you at the moment, Rudy. Hello. And of course, Veronica, a shout out to Julian. Is he with you right now?
He's with
probably in his
me,
pajamas.
Unfortunately, asleep in the other room. It happens to be 4 a.m. our time at the moment. So.
Ooh, wow.
You should be awake.
I know. I'll tell him that for you.
You can watch the replay. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Question 1. Veronica, where did you grow up?
Hard one. I was nomadic since birth, but originally from New York.
Rudy?
Cape Town, South Africa, by birth.
Question 2. Where are you now?
I'm currently in Bogota, Colombia.
Cape Town, South Africa.
Question 3. What is Zagreb's best kept secret?
The food. I think I could go to a different restaurant every day of the year.
Rudy?
I think the walking distance, walking proximity, everything's close by. You can do it by foot.
Question 4. Veronica, how many countries have you been to?
Oh gosh, I need to do a recount, but I'm sitting somewhere around 70.
Ooh, I'm not quite at 70, but somewhere maybe in the region of 30, 20. I haven't counted yet. I mean, we need visas.
Yes, true.
Everywhere.
Visas are a problem. Well, we don't have that problem in Croatia, so you can add Croatia to your account quite easily then with the digital nomad permit. Question number 5. What was your highlight during your time in Zagreb?
Everything? Pass. I don't know. That one's hard.
That is a really difficult one. I love every aspect, but I definitely think I love the wine tour. The fact that it was a private wine tour felt like a celebrity. Just the two of us, Victoria and I, just touring through the vineyards, and it's like a little untouched gem as well. I think it's
Fantastic.
Pit Truck Winery. Pit Truck.
Great. If a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be?
Definitely a comedy.
Action superhero.
What time of the day are you most productive?
I'm a night owl.
I'm going to go 8 to 10, 8 to 11.
How
I'm not
many
as productive now.
Sorry, we have a bit of lag. Sorry for talking over you. How many keys do you have on your key ring?
No keys. Don't have them.
No keyring. I don't have a key as well.
I thought that might be the answer for some. Who is your ICE number in your phone? So in case of emergency.
I think I still have my parents.
I've never added an ICE number, but I'm assuming they can just search mom or dad.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Definitely dogs. Meow.
Okay, two more questions. If you could only take 3 things to Zagreb, what would you choose?
My hiking boots, more paints, because I really enjoyed the art that I created there, and a better camera. I don't think I had a good enough camera on my old iPhone for the time I was there.
Definitely my iPhone to capture those moments. Good pair of walking shoes because you can walk endless and just not stop. And a skipping rope. I mean, there's all these green parks where I can do my fitness in, so.
Great. And last question, when will we see you again in Zagreb?
So we are currently planning a trip for next year. Right now, it's looking like June. We're going to be back.
We currently planning exactly a very similar time frame. Visas are in process, so we'll be back in Croatia next year as well, around June, probably.
Fantastic. And now, any final words from both of you? Over to you, Veronica.
Yeah, I know there's already been thank yous, but I just want to say thank you again for everyone. We just had such a great time from having the cafe with the tourism board and getting like the insider scoop and lowdown to just being welcomed into everyone's lives. So just wanted to say thank you so much. And it really does feel like a second home.
Yes, I know all the thank yous have been said. And just once again, thank you to the team, to Saltwater Nomads and Total Croatia News and the Zagreb Tourist Board for making this possible. And I think one that just goes unmissed or not mentioned as much is to Doma Zagreb, Adal, for really making us all feel welcome. He's always there, no matter the time of day or call, which we really appreciate. And like it just feels like a second home, the fact we're going to be back. It's the country we visited the most. I think it'll be the 4th or 5th time. So looking forward to it again.
Fantastic. Absolutely. Well, being made to feel like home is so important. So thank you again to Doma Zagreb and to Academia for hosting all our ambassadors these last 6 months. Thank you, guys. Please stay on the line. Okay, we'll call up our next pair. We have one online and one in person, so we might have to do a bit of a shuffle. Anna Maria, please come up. And Dean.
What up?
Just so you know, Dean, you're not getting the countries question in your round. Because we already know that answer. How many countries is it, Dean?
Unfair advantage, 101.
101, nice. What number was Croatia, by the way?
Probably 30 something, 40.
Oh, it's very early on in the piece. Okay, yes. So Anna Maria is here. Anna Maria is our Zagreb Digital Nomad Ambassador for December. Anna Maria and Dean, are you ready? Okay.
Let's go.
What time of the day are you most productive? Let's start with Anna Maria.
I'm really not a morning person, so it's more like afternoon.
Dean?
2 minutes before I open my eyes.
Before the Ambassador Project, had you been to Zagreb?
Yeah, actually last year we have been traveling around whole Croatia with a group of Americans.
Yes, I've been to Zagreb and Croatia a number of times before the ambassador program. That's why I came back to the ambassador program.
What had you heard about it?
There was like lots of events, lots of culture, lots of things going on. Unfortunately, the first time I visited was like 2020. So I couldn't probably experience that fully, but still there were things going on. People were still out, even in the worst year ever.
Dean?
For me, the conversation was always about the country as a whole, Croatia, the history, the small towns. Um, you need to go visit. That's what they said.
Great. One social media influencer has been your biggest influence?
But yeah, so I usually follow like the people that build co-livings, like Gonzalo Hall, Nacho, Matthias, of course. I think because they are just like the leader in, they bring community and they bring the people. So I love to attend the nomad events around the world. I think then too, no? Dean.
Dean?
We can hear you, Dean.
What was the question again?
Yeah, sure. What online or social media influencer has been your biggest influence?
That's an easy one. Johnny FD, a guy who's been a digital nomad for about 8-9 years now, and I learned a lot from what he shared.
Great. Ana Maria, what is Zagreb's best kept secret? You've been here 10 days plus last year.
Yeah. I think it's people. You feel really welcome here. It's really easy to get around and meet new friends. People are so easygoing. I love that.
For me, it's, the most kept secret is Paul. It really made my stay enjoyable, but it's really go down to the people. The locals, the expats, a well-connected community, and don't expect me to give an answer without the word community in it. So it is.
Ana Maria, if you had a yacht, what would you name it?
If I had
a yacht, a sailboat.
Wow, actually I want to buy one. You nailed this one. But I really don't have a name yet. Now it's, I need to think about it. But I'm seriously planning on buying one. You totally nailed it.
Fantastic. Dean?
It's exactly the problem I'm dealing with nowadays. I'll probably call it the Say Yes sailing vessel.
Just say yes. Yeah, that sounds like a boat that's owned by Dean Kuchel. Ana Maria, if you were in a reality show, which one would it be?
Oh my God, the Graham Show? I like the questions.
Dean?
Wow, I don't watch much TV, probably some Ocean 11 thing, but the one that my mom don't watch.
Ana Maria, what keeps you up at night?
Overthinking.
Overthinking, yes. Dean?
Notifications from social media.
Number 9, Ana Maria, where would you build your dream home?
Oh my God. So definitely somewhere on the coast, like a town. Yeah, I had like some home with the sailboat, of course, on some nice coast in the Mediterranean.
Dean?
A work in progress in Bali.
Summer or winter?
Always summer.
Summer, please.
Okay, 2 more. Ana Maria, would you go to space if you knew that you could never come back to Zagreb?
To the space? Well, probably not.
Dean?
If the ambassadors are coming with me, yes. Otherwise, no.
Okay, and when will we see you again in Zagreb?
I'm not leaving.
Dean?
Early 2022, I promise.
Excellent. And any last words? Ana Maria, you first.
Yeah, thank you. So a lot was said already by Michael and Paul, but I'm really privileged to be part of this program. So thank you, Tanya and Paul and Zagreb Tourist Board. I'm really happy because Croatia is really doing lots of things. You have like proper strategy. There are lots of amazing initiatives for attracting nomads. And that's amazing because lots of countries right now try to attract nomads, but not necessarily in a planned way. So I really see that this is gonna be a huge success, and the fact that Zagreb is growing so fast, it just makes me proud to be part of this. Thank you.
From my side, just a big thank you for everyone involved. Really, Zagreb and Croatia is doing, I think, more than any other country that I've experienced to attract digital nomads and make us feel at home. And that's how I felt when I was in Zagreb. That's my one word to describe my stay in Zagreb, really home. And thanks for the wine and for the good friendships that I formed there in the time I spent there. And I'm just excited for what's next because it's only the beginning for Zagreb. I have no doubt about it.
Thank you both. Okay, Dean, please stay on the line. You can hear from your next colleagues, Andre and Rax. Do we have Andre and Rax online?
Hey guys.
Hey.
The first question is to Rax. It's a bonus question. Are they real?
Yeah, they are glasses. Not virtual.
Okay, guys, so same applies to you. Answer these next round of questions. Okay, we'll start with Andre. Number one, what's something new happening in your life right now?
Something new is I'm going to be launching my coaching program in the next month. So that's what I'm excited about. It's all about being a digital nomad and becoming a freelancer. Yeah.
Great. Rax?
Something new. Traveling again. Probably the video series I'm doing with all the stakeholders that are pushing Croatia's digital nomad scene. Just did one with you and Michael yesterday, and I'll be doing more with other stakeholders, especially in Zada right now.
Great. What is Zagreb's best kept secret?
Oh, the food. I really love the food. I had all the different local foods and it was delicious. Definitely tried.
I think it's the safety. Did not know about how safe it is, but I've heard a lot about it. I think you will only know it when you experience it.
What keeps you up at night?
Oh, emails that I haven't read. Yeah.
Business ideas that I want to implement.
What time of the day are you most productive?
Not the morning. Anything from 11 a.m. till about 3 p.m. Yeah.
5 to 9 if I can wake up.
AM?
Yep, AM.
What new technology do you think will transform the future?
Wow. I don't know. Let's get to space. Yeah.
Near future, blockchain and NFT.
Do you own any?
Yeah, I do.
I knew that answer. If you had a yacht, what would you call it?
Probably something like with freedom in it. Maybe like Freedom Chaser or something.
Gratitude.
Number 7. If you could only take 3 things to Zagreb, what would you choose?
Definitely bring an umbrella if I'm going in winter next time. Yeah, you can walk around there. So I didn't have great shoes, so I actually bought shoes there. That was good. And I'd bring lots of friends because I think more people need to experience the city. Yeah.
My curiosity, my stomach, and an open mind.
If a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be?
Probably a rom-com. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe a comedy as well.
Cool. How many keys do you have in your keyring?
Yeah, I don't have any keys. Yeah.
I just have one now to my current room, that's all.
Okay, sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Sunrise.
Okay, the last 2. What was your highlight during your time in Zagreb?
Definitely the wine tour that the Zagreb Tourist Board organized. That was amazing. I actually went with Steve and we drank lots of wine and it was just really beautiful. Yeah.
I think it's between the charity dinner in Dubrava and the Manchester curry at Paul's place with his family.
So Paul made Rax a curry, Manchester recipe curry. There is nothing like a home-cooked meal, so well done. Okay, thanks guys for those answers. And any final words from the two of you? Andre?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for having me. It was such an amazing opportunity. And I think it's just awesome what you guys are doing in Zagreb to promote it as a digital nomad city. So yeah, thanks to the Zagreb Tourist Board, Saltwater Nomads for making me feel so welcome, Paul, Total Croatia News and all our drinks. And yeah, I really also enjoyed staying at Doma. So thanks so much to Adele for also just being so welcoming and giving us an amazing place to stay.
Same, I mean, thank you to everyone involved that Andrea said, so I don't have to repeat that. But I'll be in Croatia for a bit and traveling around down to Dubrovnik along the coast and stuff. If anyone is interested to talk more about their initiative for digital nomads, happy to connect. Drop me a message. I'll see if I can make time to go over.
Fantastic. Yes, so reach out to Rax. Also, if you have questions about NFTs. Okay, stay on the line, guys. We have Steve, who is here. So Steve is our special guest ambassador and a wannabe local, I would say. So we're actually going to match him up with a local. And that local is the lovely Eva.
This is easy now. This would be helpful. Yeah, this is good. This is good. All right.
All right.
I'm ready. To get married or to do the questions?
Ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous. Yeah.
Okay, Steve is very nervous. Let's go easy on him. We'll start with Eva. Where did you grow up?
In Zagreb, hometown.
Cleveland, Ohio.
What keeps you up at night?
Noise from streets.
Probably just ideas of things I want to do, I guess, and then being on my phone. Yeah.
What time of the day are you most productive?
The smartest when I'm sleeping, probably. Most productive, mornings.
Yeah, mornings, I'd say 6:30 to 11-ish.
Who is the ICE, in case of emergency, number in your phone?
Dad, always dad.
My sister.
Eva, what is Zagreb's best kept secret?
Is it rude to say me? No,
It's
I'm
not
joking.
rude.
No. Unfamiliar and unpopular streets to get lost in.
A lot of people said a lot of good stuff already, but I would say the endless things to do is surprising. You would think that eventually you would just reach the end of it, but I've been here for like a year pretty much. There's still more things to do. That was surprising.
If a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be?
Oh, Disney cartoon.
I got a horror movie, I guess.
How many countries have you been to?
15, 16-ish, but counting.
65 to 70.
Eva, what online or social media influencer has been your biggest influence?
Well, since recently, most of you guys here, so I'm very vivid following you all, so thank you for that.
That's a good question. I'd say Gary V, actually. Mindset helped a lot.
Eva, where would you build your dream home?
I'm gonna stay in Croatia, probably an island, Vis or something like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's Zagreb, weirdly. Like, I genuinely, like, I've told the story a million times, but, like, the background of my phone is Zagreb. So it's like, I just like being here. So it's either here, if I had to choose somewhere not here, it would be Wellington, New Zealand, probably. Yeah. There you go.
We have some New Zealanders in the room. Rakia or beer?
Rakia.
Yeah, Rakia, yeah.
Okay, the last two. Would you go to space if you knew you could never come back to Zagreb?
Yes and no. Some time to think about it still, right?
No, they see no purpose in going to space. It's just the whole endeavor seems pointless to me.
I think you just don't want to leave Zagreb.
I don't want to leave
Steve.
Zagreb, but then it's like, but what am I going to do up there? Like, what do you even do? I don't know what you would do. Here, I can at least fill my time with things.
Okay, and when will we see you again in Zagreb?
Here I am.
I mean, same answer tomorrow, next week, and through till March, and if they let me stay longer, I'll happily just stay.
Yeah, so that's more of an invitation. If you are in Zagreb this month, find Eva and also Steve. They are around. Okay, we're going to have a couple more special guests. Let's start with, I believe it was Petra and Michael. So Petra from the Zagreb Tourist Board and Michael from DNA. Maybe if we switch Steve with Petra. I'm going to randomly select one of the... Okay, we'll start with Petra. Where did you grow up?
In a small town near Zagreb called Zaprešić, Zagreb County.
A small town near London called Cheshunt.
Rakia or beer?
Beer.
Rakia.
What is Zagreb's best kept secret?
I guess people.
Some of the parks people don't know about, and there's a stunning parks everywhere. And like we were in Yarun before, and yeah, places to walk and run without having to leave the city.
What has your this is obviously for the ambassadors, but what has your highlight been during your time, perhaps at the Zagreb Tourist Board?
My highlight? Well, I have highlights every day. This one here is definitely, at this moment, the biggest highlight.
And Mike, what about you? What's your highlight from your time in Zagreb?
It really is the people. Like walking in, and like Eva said about her being the biggest kept secret, but actually meeting Eva for the first time. Whenever you meet someone with so much confidence and smile and everything like that, there's many people like that, and I'm sure when people meet Paul, he's exactly the same. But I've known Paul for a while, so he's not really that special.
If a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be?
A tragic comedy with elements of horror and thriller, I guess.
Probably an epic adventure through a dystopian world.
You haven't thought about that answer at all, have you? What time of the day are you most productive?
Somewhere in the evening, between 5 and 9 p.m., and that's it.
As soon as I walk out of my bedroom.
How many keys do you have on your keyring, Petra?
Ooh, 11.
I have 4 sets of keys.
How many keys are on those keys?
I don't know. 12?
But you have keys, I think, is the
Lots
difference
of keys.
between nomads and non-nomads. Who is your ICE in case of emergency number on your phone?
All of them. I call random. Who first just comes, that's my ice.
It's my dad probably, but that's not very useful because I live in Croatia. So.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Cats.
If you could only take 3 things to Zagreb, what would you choose or what do you recommend?
Patience for the trams. 3 things. Don't wear high heels. Take good boots and, I don't know, tennis shoes. And I can't remember the third thing. A goodwill to meet very good people here. A bunch of good people.
Yes, definitely clothes for outdoors in terms of running, hiking, all of that stuff for sure. The open-mindedness, like Rex said, and also Google Maps, so you can explore Zagreb and find where you want to go, but also get lost.
And Petra, you live here, so we'll skip. When will we see you again in Zagreb?
You can see me every day.
Wednesday, 4 a.m., getting off a bus at the bus station.
Are you flying somewhere?
No. Oh, and then I'm back on Friday. Crap, I forgot about that as well.
Okay, and any final words for our jolly wrap-up audience?
I did a long speech of thanking, so again, thank you. And welcome to Zagreb for everyone who is planning to come again or come even.
Yeah, I spoke a lot before, so...
Okay, thank you guys. We'll have one more rapid round, and everyone in the audience will get these cards. So if you don't know people, if you've come here on your own, you can have a rapid round with each other with a stranger who won't be a stranger after these rounds. We'll have Paul stay here. Paul, you're next. And we have a special member in the audience, the president of the Digital Nomad Association Croatia, Jan de Jong. Round of applause for Jan. And yes, you should wear a hat. I'm sure this is the true highlight of your of your time in Zagreb, Jan. Okay, I'm going to pick a random card. Okay.
A bit bold when I have this one on like this.
We'll start with Jan. Jan, what time of the day are you most productive?
Right away in the morning.
5 a.m.
5?
Before coming to Zagreb, what had you heard about Zagreb?
Not much actually. When I came to Croatia 15 years ago, I moved to Split, and I was actually surprised to learn how centralized Croatia is, and that actually most of the things are happening in Zagreb, also in terms of business. So I had to discover that while I was living here. Yeah.
It was about 18 years ago, and it was named as the most boring capital in Europe. And but this city has gone on some incredible change, and now I'd say it's one of the most vibrant.
Jan, what online or social media influencer has been your biggest influence?
I share the same one with Steve, Gary V.
I'm a bit embarrassed to say this because he's going to get a bit sort of happy, but Dean.
Dean
Jan,
is awesome.
what is Zagreb's best kept secret?
I think just a great lifestyle overall. So like, doesn't matter what kind of background you have, but I think it offers something for everybody.
Two things: the Manchester curry, obviously, and but I'd also say the Zagreb County. Just around the city, there is so much amazing nature and things to do and traditions and everything. It's a really, really great addition to the city.
If you had a yacht, what would you call it?
I would sell it right away. I don't like boats.
Chromads.
If you're in a reality show, which one would it be?
Temptation Island.
Diary of a Croatian lawsuit.
What keeps you up at night?
Kids. Yeah, they keep me up.
The undone to-do list.
Where would you build your dream home?
I got it. Yeah. Near Split.
Yeah, same here. In Jelsa on Aquar.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Winter.
Would you go to space if you knew you could never come back to Earth or Zagreb?
No, there's not enough friends over there.
Only if Dean came with me.
Are you listening, Dean? You know what Dean's going to say.
Just say yes.
We can book the flight. I'll call SpaceX.
Oh, we didn't hear you, but we know you said yes. Rakia or beer?
Rakia.
Slavonia, Rakia, the rest of the world beer.
And when will we see you again in Zagreb?
I'm here every week. Almost every week.
I never leave.
And any final words? Paul, start with you.
Just fantastic program, and thanks to Eva for organising hosting this today. And Zagreb's on the move. It's a great place to be, so come visit.
I'm just super proud of everything that is happening over the past year. Not only in Zagreb, in entire Croatia, but Zagreb has been really doing so well, also in the rankings. It's super proud to see that that we are being recognized internationally as a go-to place for digital nomads. So congratulations to everybody that was part of that.
Thank you. And I think we've kept to time quite well. We're 5 minutes over. I know we've said a lot of thank yous, but thank you to all the ambassadors, everyone who's been part of all the events this year, from the cafes, co-work spaces, bars, travel agencies, tours, Paul, Total Croatia, my colleagues from Digital Nomad Association Croatia, and of course the Zagreb Tourist Board. And now handing over back to Eva.
Wow, what a program. What a delight to be here. It really was a jolly, jolly conference. Once again, thank you all. I think everything was said, much more than I or anybody else would expect. We would end this program for today. For us staying here, it's not done yet, so I'm inviting you for a couple of other things to join us, please. So first of all, we are staying here in Amadria for a little coffee break and a little snack prepared for us. Then we have some gifts and sponsored packages for you, so you are more than free to take your gifts on your way out. After that, whoever wants here, you can join me on a short Zagreb city tour, because among everything, I'm also a tour guide of Zagreb. And tomorrow we are going on a full-day Zagreb County tour. Whoever didn't register can still talk to me. There are still spots available. So that's it for today, and thank you all so much. A big round of applause for everybody. And Tanya, we said it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap up. Thank you.